Hello guys, I thought I'd show you my new lawnmower. This Exmark Radius is the X Series. It's got that real nice seat on it. You dial it into how much you weigh, and then that lever right there, if I pull it toward the seat, I can slide the seat forward and backwards, and it's really nice. The seat, I can't believe it how good it sits. If you want to look in at the belts, you just raise this, and there are the belts right there. And if you want to work on the belts on the side, you take this and you just pull it. Let me change hands. Off it comes. And then when you get done, you put it back on. I just kick it. Pops right back on there, and you're done. It's got a 7-gallon tank. I got the Kawasaki motor on it, rated 22 horsepower, and man, it does great. On this side, of course, you got the control center, the choke, throttle, of course the ignition, your PTO. We got 1 hour. You see right here that blade tip is right there at the edge. So what I did to load my trailer, I got to tip it up like that. And to hold it up, I made me a loop right here. And now I can flip it down. And then I can grab that string from right there and pull it back up when I want to load my trailer. Got some big old tires on front. This way of changing the height is pretty cool. This pin, right now, it is engaged. It's as high as it'll go on the deck. When I push this pedal down and pull the pin up, it will let it down to this bolt. Right now it's like at 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. I can cut it pretty far down. I can cut it pretty far up. It's not hard to use, even though I got one leg only. I don't have a right leg because I'm amputee, but my left leg is strong enough to push that lever down. I'll show you in a minute. I'm just so tickled, it's not even funny. This is, like I said, this is the Radius. It's commercial grade, but it's not the laser. I don't see how a laser could ride much better than this thing does. And it's a 52-inch cut. 52-inch cut makes it pretty nice. I had a Quest for a little while. Sold it to my preacher. Then I went and bought this. The Quest is a good lawnmower. It's 50-inch. But it didn't have anywhere near the seat this thing does. Right there is how I check my fuel. It's full right now, but when it gets down, you'll be able to see a different color where the fuel is empty and the fuel is located. It'll crank up with you off of it as long as the parking brake Let me show you the parking brake. Right here's the parking brake. It's got to be up to crank, and the two arms have got to be out. Let me fire it up, let you hear it run. It purrs like a sewing machine. I got the roll bar system. The green tab is how I attach my crutches to it, because I'm a one-legged man and I want to be out there somewhere and give out of gas, and then I can't get back, so I got my crutches I use. To crank it up, and I cranked it earlier, so it might still be warm. Let's see. Can't beat that. Purrs. Full blast. I read somewhere to always, if you've been cutting, to don't just cut it off when she's full throttle. Bring it back down to a lower throttle. Let her run for about a minute and then cut it off. I'm going to change my braking oil at 8 hours, so I still got 7 more to go. I cut my grass. My grass is right there. I ain't got a whole lot of grass, but my mama's got like 2 acres. So I cut her grass too. And that hill over there, I go right up it. I'm careful, of course, but I go right up that hill, and when I get on top of it, I spin her around and come back down. Never had a feeling it was about to tip over backwards. That's how I clean it. Just electric leaf blower. They said try not to use water if you can help it, and I try not to. And that leaf blower's been doing good. It blows it right off. I mean, maybe one day if I ever get mud on it, I'm gonna have to get some water. But right now, I'm using my leaf blower to clean it. I haven't had to clean the deck on the bottom yet, but I expect I will one day, and I'm probably going to use a scraper and pick it up. I have a lift that I use to lift it up. I'll show it to you later on. This thing weighs 957 pounds according to the website. So it's a heavy joker, and I use my truck and my trailer to haul it, and you know what's back there. It's got a load. I do like the seat belt that you can strap yourself in. I want to show you something else that I didn't find until just a little while ago. This thing right here. This is how you freewheel the transmission on this side, and there's one like it on the other side. There's a black knob under it that you unscrew, and then this can move back. And when it moves back, that freewheels the transmission, so if you threw a belt or something and had to get on your trailer, you can push it up on your trailer. But I have found that when I want to jack it up to work with it, if I push those handles in toward the middle and I take the parking brake off, my jack can lift it right up, and the back wheels will roll toward the jack, and so there's no risk of the jack tipping over or turning over. It's a jack that's actually made for a zero-turn mower, and I'll show it to you in this video later on. Okay. I wanted to show you how to work the grass height adjuster. Right now, it's on transport. So if I take and push this down and pull this up to lower it down to where I have it set, which is the 3.5. If I wanted to change it somewhere else, I can, if I want to, I can push it off. Now this will fall by itself, watch. Now you can transport it. But I can move this to say right here, and that's 2 3/4 inches. And now, when I do this and release the part, it stops at 2 3/4 inches. It couldn't be easier to adjust the height, and you can see where they are. I tend to cut my grass around here around 3.5. I might be too high, but I just don't want to cut off all the green, so I don't. So I'm going to take it back to 3.5. And like I said before, now I'm going to take it all the way up. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Let that transport pin drop. It holds it. Now I'm going to take this, if I can see where my hand is, and move it to the 3.5. And then when I take the pressure off my transport pin, let it drop, I'm at 3.5. But when I run around and I'm going to load the trailer, I use transport height. Works fine. That's what I pick it up with. It's a Mojack Easy Lift. It picks up that 950 something pounds easy. The jack you see, no, not jack. The drill right there is a 7 amp Skil, and I put it on top. Plug it in, and that sucker just snatches it right on up. But you got to be mindful of this. You got to pull it out, because up here there are some holes. It will drop into these holes, which are safety features, and you'll tear your jack up trying to lift it if you drop that, if that drops in that hole. So as it comes up, you got to be pulling this out. Pull it out. And you go over those, and it lifts it pretty easy. I put the 3/8 right in here and spins the fool out of it. That drill is plenty powerful to lift that lawnmower up. You better keep those pins in, because those are the metal arms. They can slide out and then drop that big old rod or drop. So those clips, you see right there, bit of focus, those clips prevents that rod from dropping out, and I use them. Of course, those right there, they keep it from coming out. And I got it set right now exactly perfect. It'll dry right up on there and raise it right up. I'm going to get on it. Let y'all watch how I do get on. And put the camera on this tripod. Alrighty. Getting on it for a one-legged man is a challenge. But it can be done. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'll show you how I do it. I'll get out of my wheelchair. Then, I don't want to lose my crutches. I got it rigged up to hang them like this. Velcro. The pin. this down. You step off, my tall crutches. Lose the balance. Go back to my wheelchair. And I'm good to go. Alright, well that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something about the zero turn Exmark Radius X Series mower. I'm enjoying the crap out of it. Y'all be good.